The controversy starts March 9th when iDubbbz's girlfriend Anisa announces she will be making a OnlyFans with premium adult content. Also, she got fake boobs. And so the doom began. Let me preface by saying that I've met Anisa. I know her personally. I am good friends with Ian. He's a close personal friend of mine. They've been dating for 3 years, I believe, approximately. And they
wow, it
seem
goes
to...
by so fast.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Well, remember the first time we met her was like...
when we just moved here,
yeah, we
right?
just came here, so...
Yeah.
They seem to have a very nice, healthy relationship. And clearly Ian loves her and supports her. And so that's what I know about them. So, but she's doing the...
But also, the fact that she's doing an OnlyFans doesn't... I don't even know if it matters, but she's not doing, like, videos of porn.
So, she's not even doing nudes.
Right, that's my point.
But that being
Not
said,
that
it doesn't even matter.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I had heard that, and I wasn't sure if that was accurate. That is the case. She's not.
No, she's not even doing nudes.
Actually, that's
Why
funny.
the fuck is this even a thing then? Like,
because exactly.
Basically, any Instagram account these days of all this like big, I don't know. There's so many girls that are have millions of followers, and that's basically what they do on Instagram.
There's so much to unpack here, and I personally have found this whole thing to be really disturbing. That it's such a wide-held belief that everyone has that there's some great crime being committed here. So people start saying that. Here's some memes, okay, just to give you an idea of what people are saying. Let's see. You are the chosen one. It was said you would destroy the simps, not join them. Now, first of all, Ian's not a simp. His girlfriend is making a lot of money, by the way. The closest thing you could say is he's a cuck, which is somebody who allows a dude to fuck.
But he's not.
But that's not. But like again, that's that's pretty far cry from what's happening. But that's kind of the image that people are portraying here. So you were supposed to be a simp, not join them.
But it goes so deep. Like, okay, so if that's a problem, then are all these people not watching porn?
Right.
Or, okay, if they are watching porn, do they mean that all the girls that they're watching should never have a life, should never have a normal boyfriend?
No.
They're basically a lower grade person. Yes. That is just there for their porn.
Right, that's what I'm saying. There's so much to unpack. You're absolutely right. I guarantee you that all these dudes who are so outraged, I mean, the majority, let's say, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but the majority of dudes who are legitimately upset by this are daily consumers of pornography. So that either means that they're not upholding themselves to the same standard, or that they're beating off to people that they just hate and despise, which in itself is just so weird and sick. Mm-hmm. Right? So something there doesn't already make sense. This meme is actually funny, even though the concept doesn't make any sense.
That meme is funny no matter what you put there.
That's true. Well, that's a good point, too. You've got the blacked meme. Anisa's face is on the little blonde girl, and Ian is peeking through the window, which is funny. But if you're saying that her posting... let's just say she's doing nudes, even though she's not. Posting nudes on OnlyFans is the same as getting gangbanged on blacked.com. I'm going to disagree. Leafy even came back and made a video. And I would show it, but there's really nothing to show. He just came back. He showed a clip of Ian saying, in Ian's response video, he says, I don't care if dudes jerk off to pictures of my girlfriend. And then Leafy came on and said, he just showed that and said, dude, you're a fucking cuck, dude. And that was it. And people loved it. People loved the video.
Really?
And I said, well, Leafy, you're putting about as much effort into your content as you ever did. I would love people saying, oh, Leafy, come back. I would love to see Leafy come back and try to exist in the landscape today. Like, the content that he was making would never fly on YouTube today. And you have to adapt and overcome the fact that, like, You can't even curse, bro. Like I don't know. I'd like to see him try to make a comeback. But and again, I find it somewhat rich. I don't know how serious Leafy was being, or if he was, because everyone was egging him on, like, Leafy, you got to come back and make a video on idubs because his girlfriend has an OnlyFans account. And so, you know, to give Leafy the benefit of the doubt, I think he was probably just playing into the gag. That being said, he is kind of questioning his masculinity by calling him a cuck, right? I mean,
right.
So I find that ironic, considering you can readily find pictures of Leafy's with his gaping asshole essentially on the internet. I mean, he has his nudes leaked, and I'm not going to obviously show them, but he's literally pulling his butt cheeks open and his gaping shaved asshole on display, which is probably, if you're gonna question a dude's masculinity in the traditional sense, which I would never do, I'm just saying that is probably more feminine of an act to say, here's I present to you my shaved gaping asshole for you to take. Then
it sounds way worse than anything that's on her OnlyFans too. If she doesn't do nudes, that's like infinitely worse.
There's nothing wrong with any of it. I would never judge anybody, but I was only saying, if somebody who is questioning the masculinity of another one were to say, to have a photo like that on the internet would be just kind of rich, one would say. So I would say, if you have a picture of yourself, your own gaping asshole being presented saying, take me, I'm yours, to not question other men's masculinity is what I would offer to the public discourse.
I would offer people to not question anyone's masculinity.
I would never.
I hate the whole conversation about everything. I hate alpha and beta terms and cuck. I just hate it. I think it's like anyone who even uses it, I find it so unattractive.
Even
like if you want to talk about being attractive and like just don't even talk about this stuff. It's so dumb.
Well, that's the thing, because but you're right, because the incel community, these whole red pills, they don't attract other women, and they make everything worse because they are just trying to be cool to all the other red and black pillars that they become so bitterly unattractive because of shit like this that no woman, no sane person would ever want to have anything to do with you, because you are so bitterly unattractive. You're obsessed with other people's masculinity. You're obsessed with what's fair in the world. You're obsessed with all of these issues of cuck and simp and and chads. It's like, bro, how do you know you are the most unfuckable person that ever lived? Yeah, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It really is. So that's my response. Keemstar, Leafy, Dubs, Anisa. That's funny, I guess. I don't know. The myth of consensual sex. This one's great. This one is great, Hila. The myth of consensual sex. Idubs, I consent. Anisa, I consent. All the incels here. I don't. Isn't there somebody who forgot to ask? I feel like that's very good.
Normally it's Jesus there, right? In that meme format?
Yes. Yes. Babe, it's 4 p.m. Time for your dick flattening? What's dick flattening?
Just stomp on his dick. It's just more of the, yeah. I mean,
it's that Dom shit.
Oh, okay. Dick flattening? Is Leafy into dick flattening?
Well, I don't know what
Leafy
do,
and pegged.
Right, that's pegged. I don't know if that's flattening.
That's not dick flattening. Come on, Zach.
Well, you're still getting dominated, you know. I mean,
I know.
I guess in a sense, the domination is there. So there's a lot to unpack here, but in essence, the fact that this has sprung such a controversy, so much people to say, first of all, people were unsubscribing from Ian over this. People were outraged, disappointed. I'm beyond myself. And to those people, whoever, if they are watching this, I want to.
They're unsubscribing right now.
I just want to speak directly to the camera, and I want you to hear this. You are the most unfuckable, repulsive creature. Sad. You're a simp, bro. You're a simpleton. You're a simple mind. You're concerned about other people's relationships instead of improving your own physical appearance and your own ability to attract women. okay? Your judgment of what you are a vile slime of a human that nobody will ever want you because you're so pathetic.
Maybe you should calm down.
No, I'm serious. I'm not calming down. It's the saddest shit I have ever fucking heard in my history on the internet today. It's sad. It's shit to fucking care about. Wow. It's sad. It's so sad. Holy shit. Okay, then people say, so then people go,
What do you guys have to say so far? Nothing.
I mean, the wider point about these people that are, I mean, I come from it from a slightly, I mean, there's overlap with what you're saying. To me, the most disturbing part of all of this is the kind of element of hero worship or like celebrity worship, which I watched IDub's reply video or whatever, and he addressed this too. And I really do think this is the part that bothers me the most is the people that are like genuinely devastated and feel like betrayed. Like that one meme that you showed where they refer to him as the chosen one. And I know it's a Star Wars meme. That's like the format or whatever. But there like legitimately is a lot of people out there that like hold these people in such, people like Ian in such high regard that like when this situation happens, they feel personally like crushed. And I just think that whole attitude and kind of relationship that people have with their media personalities, with the people that they watch, is a really sick thing about our culture. And you know, like on the other, like I think it's okay to poke fun of it or whatever, especially since like, and Ian even said this in his own video. I mean, the dude has a career lampooning people, so like he's got to be able to take it himself. And he even like acknowledged a lot of the memes were funny or whatever. So like people, you know, dogging on him or whatever doesn't bother me as much as the people that are like saying that their lives are ruined by this. You know what I mean? Or that you were my hero and like you really let me down here. And it's just like, the dude's a fucking YouTuber, man. Like, you know, he makes silly videos. Like you really, the problem is with you, not with him. And yeah, I mean, this is their relationship. It's none of anybody's business. And just, you just shouldn't care that much. It just doesn't fucking matter, you know?
well, the hero worship is one thing, but like even before you come to that point, for them to be that bitterly disappointed means that he did something unforgivable. And what was that unforgivable thing?
Right. That's another
Allowing
like
his girlfriend.
Someone said allowing.
I know.
Quote,
I
they
saw
used the
that.
word allowing. Someone he's dated for 3 years, who he is in love with, who he has a mutual care and respect and understanding for, he allowed her to make an OnlyFans account.
It's just like what makes everyone think that they weren't in on the whole thing together. They probably talked about it
Yes.
a lot.
No, I'm sure.
I would assume.
Yeah.
They probably made a mutual decision. You know, when you're in a relationship, that's how it works.
Right? I'm sure that is what happened.
Yeah.
But so that's what makes them angry, is that he allowed her to do it.
Yeah, you're right. And that's very much telling on yourself by using that phrase when talking about it, because it's like she's her own person. And like now, and I'm sure I think you'll probably get into this, but now like retroactively people seem to be like digging up all these things about how she's not a good person or whatever. And I got to be honest, like I don't even fucking care to look into that, because it's like,
So I've looked into this stuff. So that's what I want to talk about next, because now everyone who's watching this who's super angry because I'm missing the point. So now I'll talk to them. So they say, "Oh well, it's not really about the OnlyFans. That's just the tip of the iceberg. The real issue is that Anisa's a bad person." And they're of course referring to, well, because they don't know her personally, they're referring to several videos people have made about her. Let's see here. I've got some. I've looked at all this stuff, so I'm well aware. Let's see. So people are saying that Ian is deleting comments. That is the dumbest
People
fucking
always
thing
say
ever.
that on any criticism.
Like I, every time I see this, my brain goes numb because you are so pathetic, people. You know, YouTube has been doing the same thing for years. When a video is super popular and it gets a shitload of comments, it gets not even filtered. They do filters for spam, but it shuffles. It shuffles the comments at the top. Always. It's always done that.
We've been accused of deleting comments when we didn't. So I know for a fact.
Every time any controversy comes up, then everybody's a genius because they found because you're deleting comments. It shuffles comments. It's always done that. Always. Why? So tell me this. If Ian is erasing comments, why is it that all the 100 top comments are the same copy pasta that he apparently erased? If he wanted to erase it, he would just block the words in that. He would erase all those and ban the users. You wouldn't see it. Why is it that you could even accuse him when all the top 100 comments are copy pasta of the apparently erased comment? He's definitely not erasing comments, okay? That's my first point. So let's see. What's wrong with Anisa? The woman, let's see. Here is a counter argument. People say, I find it weird that if you asked his fans if him using the N-word or the F-word made him inherently racist or homophobic, they would say no, because it's obviously just done to be edgy. But if you ask if him calling someone a slut means he agrees that woman needs to remain modest or whatever, well, suddenly everything needs to be taken literally. So they're referring, because people are going now through all of his videos and finding him calling women sluts or whores or whatever, even though he's never said anything explicitly about sex work. But so they say, this is evidence that Ian in the past disagrees with what Anisa is doing. But this is a great point, right? Nobody would ever accuse Ian of being a racist or homophobe for using the N or F word. Right.
Because of his videos.
Because he's just kidding. He's just being edgy. Mm-hmm. But so that's a good point. I'm getting to the Anisa part here. I just want to cover all of the topics for all the raging, frothing people who are saying I missed the point. So here's one. Here's one that one guy said, and although he's reasonable, he offers an insight into this puritanical perspective. He says, I love iDubbbz, and I simply have a stark disagreement with the ethics of supporting a sex worker and being comfortable with a girlfriend using her body for money. Here are some of my thoughts of those who have actual interest in understanding why people aren't liking this. I don't like what porn does to people neurologically. I don't like that we as a society are willingly allowing people to gain power and influence based on sexual favors rather than infinitely valuable things like philosophy, science, math, technology, etc.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Big brain on that one.
So is this guy talking for everyone?
Well, no, I think he's giving it.
Doesn't people neurologically? Fucking Jesus.
Well, I think people are doing that, by the way, too. Do you know what I think a lot of the anger comes from, too? Is that like on Twitch and on OnlyFans, you see a lot of young women who are achieving extraordinary success through really nothing more than being attractive.
Yeah, that is a big thing. The hatred for titty streamers, I feel like feeds into this whole mindset big time.
That's something that I've always it's jealous because and I empathize with them because
do they think that other girls are not jealous? The girls who are not that attractive? It's like, okay, welcome to the club of not being a 10.
Right. But so I empathize with them in that it's very difficult now in this time, as much as it ever has been or more, to be young and not knowing how to make a living, what comes next. You're poor, you're working a shitty job. And then you see this girl who's beautiful and she's making ridiculous amount of money, and in your mind, and also she's talentless. She's just attractive. So I think that's part of the recipe that creates this kind of hatred towards women who are making a living in that capacity. I mean, But that's just the way it is, dude. You got to use what you got. I mean, that's something that they were born with, and it's an asset. It's no different than being born with a big, beautiful brain, which you value. You know, you didn't do anything to be born with a big, beautiful brain that can do beautiful, masculine things like philosophy, science, math, and technology. You know what I mean? We all got this hand that we're dealt with, and however you want to play it is. That's it, you know? That's how it is. Dudes are fucking super attractive, bro. You think PewDiePie would be as popular as he is if he wasn't looked like a model?
Probably.
That's actually a really good point. All of the top male streamers are generally good-looking guys.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that's
not like 10 out of 10,
The
you know,
thing-
Brad
the
Pitt
thing-
chads, but they're
not
good
showing
looking.
their dick off, but
It's the same in traditional media.
yeah. They're all. By the way, I'm not saying PewDiePie's not a mega talent. That guy's like a fucking mega talent, hardest working dude in the game.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he also happens to be like the most handsome man ever. I'm just saying, you know.
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah. What I really am trying to say is I would have 100 million subscribers if I was better looking. So let me continue. What I do like about this guy's reply, though, is that he's polite. So I do give him credit for not going insane. He says, lust is a net negative loss of energy, time, and even pleasure itself via the body's system of diminishing returns. This guy's brain is huge. Porn use specifically alters the brain and reduces a person's facilities. A man or woman has the choice of being a sex worker and gaining fast, easy wealth that does no net positive to society. See, that's actually debatable. And let me tell you,
Hard disagree.
that's actually that's probably actually factually wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at it, Japan. Like I've in places where sex work is legal, you see less sex crimes. So
Yeah.
or by using their intellect or talent to better the. What if they don't have intellect and talent, bro? I don't know why you think everyone is like some fucking Plato. She's good looking, and by the way, it's hard to keep a body in shape. You know how hard it is to actually look good.
To be a good porn star also requires a talent.
Yeah, dude.
It's not like everyone can do
Dude,
it.
you don't succeed at anything in life without being good at it.
Yeah.
I feel like he's massively inflating the sort of influence and power of sex workers. You know, when he's talking about instead they're using their bodies to gain fame and influence. It's like the most famous porn star out there is still like, you think that they're like this highly regarded
They're running for president.
figure in society, right? Yeah, like the highest paid, most respected porn star is about at the level of like a C or D list celebrity. You know what I mean? Like this isn't like a premier industry that you know, it's not that glamorous. So it's like, what is he talking about?
It's also a heavy trade-off. I mean, it's not like you're just taking the easy way out. You're trading off your privacy.
There's a huge segment of society that looks down on you too, like this guy.
Well,
Clearly, yeah. Let's see. He goes on by saying, easy wealth that is not net positive. Individuals, men or women, who stoop to the level. Again, stooping to the level. I'm not sure I agree with any level is being stooped to. Of founding a career off of profiting from carnal desires that hurt people as a whole. That's, again, who's being hurt?
That's just in your opinion.
By propagating lust and attack and lack of self-control will gain power via Jesus, you're such a big brain. Ascertained resources and become our bosses or your politicians? No. When has that ever happened?
What?
The men and women who use porn are just as bad. Okay, so he's saying the men and women who use porn are just as bad by enabling the direct transfer of wealth to exploitative people who are often found exploiting other individuals like children or the disabled. Bro, what planet are you from?
So this guy is in a club of like 5 people? Like
No,
who is he speaking for?
This got crazier and crazier. He's saying people who watch porn are just as bad because they enrich people who are exploitative by nature and often exploit children or disabled people.
what?
Yeah, I mean, there's a nugget there that sort of makes sense, because it's like, yeah, I mean, a lot of the sex industry is really dark, and there's a lot of shady stuff going on, and people being abused and everything. But
children. They're saying that
yeah, I know
we're
he's kind of
supporting someone
conflating a lot
who
of things
exploits
there.
children. Well,
Right. I mean, I'm sure that goes on, but I mean that is a wider, more pervasive thing than the porn industry. I mean that's all Hollywood too. You know what I mean? Like that goes on everywhere.
In regards to the sanctity of a man's girlfriend, yes, I do enjoy the exclusivity that comes with bonding with a woman. I realize other men are going to lust for her, but I don't care because they only damage themselves. And I wouldn't want to exploit their lust or exploit my girlfriend's body while knowing the harm it will do to her psychologically. With all that being said, I do wrong nearly every day. I'm not the judge and will continue enjoying his content as long as it's entertaining. So this guy's obviously coming, and when I say puritanical, there's a lot of religious tropes here. So there's a very conservative type of thing with like lusting and the sanctity. Now, again, I wouldn't be if Hila wanted to do an OnlyFans, I wouldn't be comfortable with that. But
it's not.
But that's not. That
it's
doesn't
not
mean
something that you just do one day. It's something that we would talk about, and I would, we would have lots of conversations about it. And at the end of the day, if we're both or if one of us is uncomfortable, I wouldn't do it.
Yes.
And that's how we do a lot of stuff in our life.
Yeah.
Is my point.
Yeah.
Like we decided to move here, and that was a big decision for both of us. For example,
You'd be to the United States.
Yeah. If I was uncomfortable living here, it would probably be a conversation for us, and we would have to deal with it. But that's just, I mean, like, I don't know. That's just being in a relationship. I just think these people are assuming that she's just dragging Ian into whatever she wants to do.
She's the evil.
And
she's the evil.
Ian is just the beta.
Temptress. Yeah.
Just following whatever she says. It's like, it doesn't work like that. If you choose to be together and make it work, you make things work. Sometimes you have to compromise on little things.
Or big things.
But at the end of the day, you're doing what's best for you. Your priority is to be with that person because it's the best for you.
I think that while I personally wouldn't want other dudes to see my wife naked, there's nothing wrong with, by the way, if Hila was like, I want to make an OnlyFans. I think it would be a really good career avenue. I like being, maybe I find that it makes me feel more confident, and I enjoy the whole thing. Then there's nothing wrong with that if I'm okay with it, if we come to that understanding, which is what they've done clearly. So that's one, but let's get into what is wrong with Anisa. I keep getting sidetracked here. Okay, here we go. Exposed video. Man, there's been exposed videos on her forever. Let's see. She's had one comment about justifying the Holocaust. I watched this video. I'm not going to play it because I'm afraid YouTube will take it down. But she says that the Holocaust was bad, but the Nazis made lots of groundbreaking experiments on their human experiments. That's what she said. I don't fucking care. It's just one. She used to live stream a lot. This is one snippet. Again, it's like how desperate and how hard are you trying to make her look bad? Who gives a fuck about one thing she said on a stream? Do I think that she's a Nazi sympathizer because she said that? No, obviously not. Use your fucking head. Anisa is saying that we're all just one bad stream away from an OnlyFans account. So there was a girl who was selling nudes to help the Australian fire, who raised like a shit ton of money. And Anisa said, we're all just one bad stream away from an OnlyFans account. And so somehow that's her. They're using that against her. I don't get it. It's a funny joke. In fact, she probably had already had something she had been thinking about for a while. I think it's a funny comment. I really don't see how that proves she's a bad person. Apparently, she traced over art and claims it as her own. Here, you tell me what you think about this. Again, she just posted on Instagram. I don't think she's selling it or anything. I could be wrong about that. She said, I drew some art. So here's what she drew, and this is what people are saying she copied.
It's not anything.
I don't know if she's even selling it. So again, like, how are we proving that this is? By the way, this has 300 likes. Like, I mean, what? How are you substituting this for knowing a person and saying she's a bad person? Okay, so that's her other big transgression. Preaches body positivity and also fat shames people. Okay, who fucking cares? You know, I mean, okay, cool. She's a hypocrite. Aren't we all hypocrites, like, at one point in our life or another? They say a hypocrite is somebody who, there's a great saying about hypocrites. Dan, look it up. They say a hypocrite is somebody who is just somebody who hasn't learned something yet. I don't know. Something like that. Type that. You'll find it. It's a great quote. Anisa apparently wanted to join Zoe Berger's group. And Ian said, it's so, guys, my brain is hurting looking at this shit. Who fucking cares?
They say, I don't think we even need to discuss all these little things.
Oh, and then here's the big one. Is that there was a leak from a Discord group of Anisa bitching about iDubbbz. Somebody has even made a Tumblr account dedicated to her called anisareceipts.tumblr.com. I mean, dude. Get a fucking life. Like, really, just get a life. I don't know what to say. So she had a private group. Yeah, you could say that, dude. You could really say that. She had a private Discord that got leaked.
What does private mean?
It was with her, and I don't know who was in there.
Like, obviously, friends or fans?
No. Honestly, according to these... Dan, or Zach, you did the research on this, right? Or who did this research?
I did the first half.
Stuff together. What
was that Discord group? Was it friends or fans?
It was like paid subscriber people, as far as I could tell.
Well, at any case, it was not meant to be leaked. Mm-hmm. She was bitching about she was having a hard time with Ian, and then this was like from a couple of years ago, and now people took a private conversation and keep sharing it everywhere to show what a snake, or I don't know, whatever. You know, people forget. Nobody's perfect. We all have a right to make mistakes and do shit. You know, I said something on Twitter that everyone thought was a total slam dunk because I tweeted out, what if Ian just loves and supports his girlfriend? Did anyone ever think about that?
Yeah.
And somebody said, okay, fine, but she's still a bad person. And I responded,
okay, so let him figure it out at his own time. Like, you know what I mean?
I
don't know.
What I said was that, well, clearly you know her better than he does.
Right.
And people thought, oh, Ethan is such a hypocrite. He makes his whole career from criticizing other people. Yeah, and I would never assume to tell somebody that knows them personally for years that I know them better than them.
Yeah.
Ian has dated her for 3 years. I'm pretty sure he's crunched the numbers and decided he doesn't think she's a bad person. I mean,
you would think.
This whole thing.
This Tumblr, this is a dark place right here. This is putting me in a dark place. Jesus.
And you know, I'm pretty sure that this all just comes from her dating Ian. And I think people, just because Ian has traditionally been so untouchable, and because his whole career is criticizing other people, people are always so thirsty to take down the untouchable, right? Especially in the commentary community. For them, that's like, so I think ever since it was announced they were dating, there's been this wild manhunt on Anisa, and this is the result of it, right? And so the minute she made the OnlyFans, I think anyone who was following this knew that they're like, oh baby,
this is our time to shine.
Yeah, this is our time. I'm gonna click this. What is this? It says peeing in the shower. She says, I showered with Ian and he was here and he peed on my leg and thought it was funny. So somebody snipped that, and that's that right there is them exposing her.
What is it?
Okay?
She's a demon. Unforgivable.
mean, look, I'm not saying, and so again to that people who say, "Oh, Ethan, you made your career criticizing people you don't know." I'm not saying you can't criticize her, okay? But I would never tell someone. Basically, what you're saying to Anisa and Ian is that Anisa is undateable. She's unlovable now. She's damaged goods forever because of this OnlyFans and because of a few videos I've seen of her that make her look bad. Therefore, she's a terrible person. And you look at we're all you can cut up all of our lives and put it in a video, and make us look. If we were all, first of all, if we were all defined by the worst thing we ever did in our life, what kind of world would that be? Not even saying she did anything really wrong. I'm just saying, you all got to use your fucking heads. And yes, I make videos slamming people, and I make them look as bad as I can in that video, usually just for the sake of the argument and the sake of entertainment and making a persuasive argument. A video. I try to be fair, though. I mean, there's a lot of bad faith people out there. I try to be fair with my criticism. I would never just say, I don't know every video I've ever made, but I would just say, this is a bad dude. Nobody should be friends with this dude. He's a bad dude. Nobody should date him. He's untouchable. I don't know. But thanks to all you guys who are blowing this up. Anisa's OnlyFans is now in like the top 1%, and she's banking hard off your guys' outrage. So I'm not sure what that means about what you guys have been up to. She's literally in like the top 1%. I think we crunched the numbers. She was making like $30,000 to $50,000 a month. Isn't that awesome?
That's awesome.
So congratulations to her.
What percentage of the people that are super upset and leaving comments about this have paid to sign up for OnlyFans, you think? What percent?
That's a really good question.
I would probably say like 40% of those people. Close to half of those people that are talking about all of that have gone and paid the $5 or whatever to see her nudes.
I have to assume you're
What even
right.
are the pictures? It's just her like in a bikini or whatever?
Yeah, you know what's funny? She doesn't do nudes, apparently. I haven't been in there and looked. But I know, so when she got her boob jobs done, she was posting recovery photos. And she posted one topless with like something covering her nipples. And now people went and photoshopped it so it looked like she's nude. And they're passing that one around as proof that she does do nudes.
Oh my fucking God, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know why people are so crazy. I really don't. But like Ian made his response video and it has 200,000 dislikes. And people were unsubscribing from his channel. So,
oh my God.
So people are really upset about this, which is just crazy to me.
So they're not going to like our video.
Oh, good. I don't intend for them to.
Can I see what's on his desk? What's going on there?
Yeah, why didn't he clean up a little bit for this video? That's offending me more than anything. Peanuts, some kind of Arby's drink, tissue.
What's with all the tissue, Ian?
Damn. Oh, he's got the same desk I do. It's the standing desk. I love that desk.
Mm-hmm.
Bamboo and everything. I think his room is supposed to look like a dump, I'm assuming, because there's like graffiti on the back. But, you know, I think Ian really did a good job sticking it to all these kids. People said he was defensive. Dude, what does that even mean? People are saying to criticizing he was defensive.
I thought his video was good.
He's telling you guys to fuck off. And so if it sounds defensive, maybe it's because he's saying fuck off. I mean, he even said that the jokes were funny and he was down with it. He's just upset about all the kids who are actually angry and upset. So I don't know, man. What percentage of them are subscribed? I have to assume a lot, because first of all, to be so pathetic and sad to come here and dislike and be angry is the same overlap of pathetic, sad people that would pay for an OnlyFans account. And I mean, damn. Who the fuck pays for an OnlyFans? It's crazy.
There's so much free porn. Why?
I don't get it. Yeah, why would
I don't understand.
I guess
I've always been confused.
But it's the same person though. That's what I'm saying. It's the real simp. And look, whatever. I'm just saying, everyone's pathetic. I'm not paying for. She doesn't even do nudes, for Christ's sake, and you're paying to see.
I don't know. I don't care.
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't call them pathetic.
I would. Sad. I would. But that's fine, you know? It's fucking pathetic. How else would you describe it?
I don't know. I don't know what happens there. It's it's a way of following her.
Yeah, connecting with her.
Yeah.
At least with Trisha, she's squirting on her edge. Like, that's like a niche she's fulfilling, you know what I mean?
I wonder if there's going to be a Trisha collab.
There you go. Squirting on each other? That's got to be a genre, right?
Could be cool.
Smurfing each other. Isn't that what she called it? Smurfing? When she drank a lot of blue Powerade?
Yeah.
Ew. Oh yeah. Oh, dude.
That was the wildest shit.
Maybe some Alfredo sauce up there too, you know?
Yeah, I didn't know the Alfredo sauce in the bags was wild.
Oh, that was actually the worst. Yeah.
So, in summary, I think Ian made this video like, I don't care who I offend, because here's the thing. He's being the same dude he has always been. He's sticking to his guns, he's sticking to his principles, and he doesn't care who he offends and who disagrees with him. It just so happens that some of his so-called fans are the ones that this time he's going after. So you think he's being defensive. I think you're a sad, pathetic fucking loser. Doesn't know anything about life, relationships, happiness, mutual trust, or respect. And I wish that I wish love on you. I wish that you would find love and happiness in this world. I do. I wish so. Have I said enough?
Yes.
Have I said enough? Anyone want to add something before we move on?
No. I don't know. You guys?
I thought we were.
There's nothing else to say. I mean, just don't worship these people, like, or even us, like even Ethan and Hila. Everybody? They're just people, like.
Yeah. It's true.
That's a good. Well, also that ties in with the John Lennon thing. You know, the Imagine, like these people are so fucking they think so highly of themselves. You know, they're feeding into the worship, but it backfired. But that I agree with. I mean, that's self-evident, right? But
you think so, but like then you see these kind of reactions and the people just having fucking meltdowns about it,
think
making videos about it,
hating women and simps and titty streamers. I gotta tell you, I got no problem with titty streamers. You're just mad they have a competitive advantage over you because they have tits and you don't.